Let's Do Decisions here. I'm Nakee.
And I'm Brandon.
And we're back for another top 10 list. Today we're going to be talking about top black movies. Brandon, could you explain the parameters of the list today?
Yes, I can. So the parameters today is going to be very simple. So I know there's a lot of debate about what is and what technically isn't a black movie. So we wanted to make this as simple as possible. So this is the parameters we're following for this specific list. A black movie is considered any movie that either the star or the co-star, the main co-star, is a black person, meaning the entire cast doesn't need to be black, neither does the director or writers. We simplified it to just star and or co-star has to be black.
Sounds good.
So, but before we actually hop into our actual list, we're going to have a little dual discussion. So the question for today's episode comes actually courtesy of Blackbusters.
Ooh.
I was listening to their podcast and they brought up a question that I would like to discuss. Who do you think has the better movie catalog? Martin Lawrence or Chris Tucker?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because personally, to me, it's actually Chris Tucker. I think Chris Tucker movies are better, or like for me personally, I would much rather rewatch more Chris Tucker movies than I would Martin movies. But that doesn't mean that Martin don't got bangers.
Here's my thing, though. When we talk about catalog, are we including the Martin television show or
Nope,
just his movies?
it's just movies.
Just his movies. Okay.
Just movies.
Okay. Whew, that's tough for me because I love them both. But I'm going to have to go with Chris Tucker just because of Money Talks. Because that movie is so iconic.
Yeah, ironically, that was the movie that was discussing, so why this even came up.
Ah, yeah. See? Money Talks.
Now-
Very iconic.
Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and bring up Martin Lawrence's movie catalog.
He's
Okay.
pulling up the IMDb, everybody.
So let's go ahead and take a look at like what movies Martin Lawrence stars in. Once again, and then now I'm not talking about cameo movies. I'm talking about movies he stars in.
Well, if we're talking about blockbusters, though, he had blockbusters. Him and Chris Tucker go toe to toe. Because Chris Tucker.
But wait though, I'm not talking about see, Chris Tucker got Rush Hours,
Right.
which but this
Martin has Bad Boys.
Yeah, but I don't think Bad Boys did as good as Rush Hour in the theaters. But okay. Here we go. So these are in no particular order. I know typically they do come in order. This is in no particular order at this moment because I'm literally just on Google scrolling down a list. Apparently he's in some movie called Mindscape that came out last year. I don't remember saying that.
I think he's a cop in that movie.
Okay, Bad Boys for Life.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, I totally forgot about these movies. Big Mama's House.
Yes, I was
Totally
gonna
forgot
say,
about all of those.
I only acknowledged the first two.
My bad. My phone decided to go back. Okay, Blue Streak.
Yes,
Great movie.
iconic. Oh yes.
National Security, also a good movie.
Mm.
Life, Life is
Life,
good. Life is
yeah.
good.
Him and Eddie Murphy.
The Black Knight, which
Yes, I love the Black Knight.
it's fine. It's fine.
so fun.
Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins.
Yep, him, Monique, Mike Epps, everybody was in that movie. Cedric the Entertainer.
A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Him and Lynn Whitfield, yeah.
You got the college road trip movie with Raven, I think, right? Isn't Raven in that movie with him?
Is she in that movie with him? I thought that was Cedric the Entertainer. Maybe I'm mixing up Family Johnson Vacation.
To be fair, you probably right about that.
Yeah.
Okay, but look, I'm just go ahead and just stop right there for Martin. Okay, but once again, that's not all his movies. That is some of the more notable ones. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and pop over to Chris Tucker.
And again, Brandon, we talked about this a couple seconds ago. Bad Boys is also on there.
Yeah.
So,
Bad Boys as well.
With him and Will Smith. So just putting that out there.
Okay, so for Chris Tucker, we have
Friday.
Air, which is the new movie he's in.
That's
Air,
true.
yep. Friday.
We got Friday.
We got Friday. The Rush Hour movies, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
See, he I don't count Jackie Brown because he's not a main character.
I don't
Jackie
count
Brown.
Jackie Brown.
But
He's in there for 10
Money
minutes.
Talks.
Money Talks. Yeah. He talks about that too, in his Vanity Fair thing about how he got
The Fifth Element. So
The Fifth Element is good. Him and Bruce Willis.
Yeah, so this thing, it don't sound like he has as many credits.
No.
But overall though, like all the movies that I named with Chris Tucker, I think, and this wasn't this coming out of personal preference. To me, Chris Tucker is a more fun actor to watch, just because I think Chris Tucker makes the movies he's in.
Mhm.
Um,
They wouldn't be the same if he wasn't in them.
yeah,
I kind of think about that like that, you know.
yeah, but now I'm trying to think. Can you replace Martin in Blue Streak?
But that was his movie. It was written for
Right,
him.
right, right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you can replace Chris Tucker in any of the roles he's done, or like his most iconic roles. Like, he created the cultural icon of Smokey by being Chris Tucker. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean, with Martin, if you were to replace Martin, you would have probably put Chris Tucker in the role of Blue Streak. If we're talking about like
Technically, that's just money talks.
right.
In a way.
Exactly. You know, it's just a different,
Okay, so
thing.
I
I don't know.
so here you go. You got to pick one. All
Okay.
right, here go the final say on it. Martin Lawrence or Chris Tucker movies. For me personally, Chris Tucker
I
movies.
I probably have to go with Chris Tucker because I really love Money Talks.
Ooh, surprising! Surprised you didn't pick Martin.
Well, because okay, here's my thing. Like I said, I would have picked Martin if we're talking about in his catalog, also including the TV show. Okay.
I mean, even
So
then, I think I would personally prefer to watch Chris Tucker.
because Def Comedy Jam, Martin.
I mean, you also got Chris Tucker on there too.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, as far as movies go, I'm gonna go ahead and choose Chris Tucker.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into our
Yeah,
list.
the actual main list. So
Yes.
that's enough of our dual discussion.
So the way this is gonna work is I've brought 5 movies. Brandon has brought 5 movies. Well, we brought 10. We're gonna take 5 and compile a master list. However,
Yep, and the master list is going to be 10 movies combined,
yes.
and then after we do that, we're gonna rank them from
Mhm.
1 to 10.
Mhm.
So
And
we're gonna debate,
yep,
fight.
fight to the death.
Yeah,
And also
maybe, maybe,
maybe
maybe we have a lot in common with this one.
I don't know. We gotta see because at the end, if you wanted to see our original list outside of what we rank
They'll
to,
be posted on Twitter and Instagram.
yep, they'll be posted together. So, with that being said, we are gonna go ahead and get started. Um, Brandon, I'm gonna let you go first. What first? What's the first movie you're bringing
Okay, the
to the?
first movie I have to include in this master top 10 list,
Okay,
Ray.
that's true,
The reason why I have to include Ray is because I think Ray is one of the best, or well, the most well done black movies.
man.
Now, once again, per all of the rules and stuff we said earlier, you already know how we're defining them. So to me, I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go Ray. I think Ray is a top 10 movie, so it has to be on there.
One of Jamie Foxx's best roles. He deserved that Oscar. Speaking of someone who deserved an Oscar, I'm gonna hit you with another banger. It's another biopic. What's love got to do with it? And to this day,
Mm.
I think Angela Bassett was snubbed of that
Oh wait,
Oscar.
wait. Did you have Ray on your list?
No, I
Uh,
didn't, and I forgot. But I had "What's Love Got to Do with It,"
which I
which is
don't have on my
another
list.
banger. It's
So,
another banger.
yep.
Okay, iconic. May Tina Turner rest in peace, man. But I think that I really think Angela Bassett that role.
Wait. Hold on, because remember
Yeah,
we got to talk about them later
yeah.
when we start ranking them.
I'm just saying, if we talking about bangers, I got you. I
Okay.
got you.
So next up for me, which we kind of just talked about a little bit,
Okay.
Life. Life
Ah,
has to go on the list for me,
see,
just because I think Life is an extraordinarily good drama comedy movie by both Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. So
oh my goodness.
also that movie has so many black all stars in it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Fire movie.
Well,
Sad
since
but fire.
it's such a sad, it's a good like life for me. I can only watch once in a while because I know
Yeah,
the
it get hella
specific.
sad.
Yeah, I don't like to cry. Speaking of comedies, so I'm gonna.
Wait. So you don't have Life?
I don't have
Oh,
life.
okay.
I was bad. Okay, so y'all, when y'all see my list on Twitter, you'll understand. It was a lot of stuff I had to leave off, and I was upset with myself. So another comedy. Um, is head of state. So I was battling
That's a good
internally.
one. That's a good one.
Head of state, because who would have thought we would have actually had a black president? Like, he didn't even know that in 2004, and literally 4 years after the movie, we had a black president.
The interesting thing is he actually acts a little bit more like another president in that movie by saying, what the people needs to hear,
Oh, jeez.
apparently.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
No names shall be said.
so watch it in that context now. It's kind of like, oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. But
Oh, okay, yeah,
yes.
I don't have the movie on my list.
See,
So,
we're doing good. We're doing
so
good.
the next movie I'm gonna say,
Okay.
this encompasses the franchise because I think it would be a waste of space to put multiple of like franchise movies together.
Okay.
So, House Party.
Yes. I had House Party.
Okay. So we share House Party.
We share House Party.
Okay. So
yes.
what we do, guys? If there is situations like this where me and Nakee has the same item on our list, that means there's an open vacancy that we would have to argue to fill for the list.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, since both put House Party, that means that there's one open vacancy now. So we're actually going to have 9 items so far when the list is finished.
Yes. House Party, iconic.
Yeah. Once again,
just for the dance scene.
Also mentally,
Yes.
that encompasses only House Party 1 and 2. A little bit of 3.
Put 3 in there. We don't know 4, but put 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Okay.
The Pajama Jam.
See this thing.
And then when they go to,
I had 3 because of Bernie Mac.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
scene at the dinner table. Okay, we'll get into that later.
Okay.
Again, battling internally, but if we talking about iconic movies, The Nutty Professor has to be on there because that is one of Eddie Murphy's most iconic roles.
I mean, good.
Again, encompassing the whole franchise, number 1 and number 2, because 2 is even better with Janet Jackson. Nah.
This thing. I've seen 2 a long time ago. I don't remember anything about that movie.
It's so good. So Sherman is supposed to get married, and we get into that.
Yeah, because Buddy
ends up coming out, and he's his own person, and they gotta do the thing. Yeah.
Okay. My next movie, I didn't have Nutty Professor. Another franchise movie.
Okay.
Another franchise series.
Okay.
Which this, as so far at this very moment, encompasses all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Friday. So this Friday, Friday,
all
next
3
Friday,
of them. All 3
Friday
of
after
them.
next.
Yes. Friday after next. Okay.
Wait. You don't have Friday on your list?
It wasn't my original list.
Somebody get fuck up out of here, bro.
I will explain. So.
Oh no.
Like I said, I had to internally battle. When we originally had honorable mentions, it would have been an honorable mention for me. But y'all, when y'all see my list, you'll understand why. Like, there's so much greatness.
Yeah,
it was so hard.
Look. I ain't gonna Taylor Swift you, but my last item on the list, I think it's gonna be a shocker.
Wait, hold on. I need to go.
No. I know. I'm just saying. I think the last item on my list is gonna be a shocker to people, and I'm gonna go ahead and explain why a little bit.
Well, one thing I'm gonna tell you is we don't have any superheroes, so I'm gonna go ahead and add Black Panther because.
Yep.
I just hold on.
That's a good one.
Black Panther now made what, over $1 billion?
Yeah.
Gotta have that on there. I really think, may Chadwick Boseman rest in peace, that to be able to have such an influence over young Black boys, it's just, they all came as, it's just so great.
Now,
and the second one was wonderful.
Yeah. Now my final movie on this list. So here's a secret, everybody. Here's a secret about your boy. I love musicals. So I had to put a Black musical on the list. Dreamgirls.
Yes.
Dreamgirls. So this thing. Honestly, I was fighting between this and Cadillac Records, but in the grand scheme of things, Cadillac Records I would consider a Black movie. Mainly because I think the main character is not Black.
But also, again, I didn't have Dreamgirls, but there's so much, like, my list is so hard. I had more than that. Like, we need like a.
So here we go. Now we got to argue. Now, before we start arguing, let me just throw one out there that maybe this don't even need to be a debate. We talked about this movie earlier, and I don't think I added it to the list. Actually, let's go ahead and get a rundown of the 9 we have now.
All right, so the 9 we have Ray. What's Love Got to Do with It? Life. We have Head of State. House Party. Nutty Professor. Friday. Black Panther, and Dreamgirls.
Okay. This is what I think we should add. Money talks. Cause look, hear me out, hear me out.
Okay.
I'm thinking money talks is because I think as far as black movies go,
Mhm.
this is one of the few where the black character, like the main black character in the movie, makes the movie, right?
Okay.
Like Money Talks is literally nothing without Chris Tucker in this movie. Like he brings all his charisma, his comedy,
Mhm.
everything into this movie that fully makes it, I think, stand above a lot of the other movies. But, but just just in case you're like, nah, I ain't fuck with that. Hear me out. I feel like we gotta throw some out for Pac, and I give you a choice between Juice
Okay.
or Poetic Justice.
And I'm gonna have to.
Ah, damn. Hey, wait, hold on. I just thought about a movie.
Nope.
Wait, hold on. This movie has to be on the list over here.
No, no, no.
Wait, hold on. I
Nah.
can't believe neither one of us chose this movie. When I say it, you're gonna be like, ah, damn. Set it off.
I did have set it off, and that's what I was about to
Okay,
argue
okay. Set it off.
with
Set it
you.
off.
I had set it off on my main list.
Yeah.
So,
Cause see,
because I was just about to say, come on now, you talking about people making characters? That movie would be
yeah.
not,
Yeah,
not
see.
like without Queen Latifah
Now
as Cleo.
I know some people out there was wondering, how did he get from Tupac to Set It Off?
Yeah.
So this is what happened. In my mind, I went, yeah, Set It Off with Jada Pinkett. And I was like, oh, Jada Pinkett. I mean, Poetic Justice with Jada Pinkett. And I'm like, good, that's not Jada Pinkett, that's
That's
Janet
not
Jackson.
right.
And then I thought, oh, Jada Pinkett Set It Off. So that's
See
how I got to
y'all,
Set It
see,
Off.
I
Uh-oh.
was ready to go to war with him because I had set it
Yeah.
off, and
So
I'm like, I would take set it off over, money talks. And again, for me, set it off.
yeah, Set It Off is
Whew,
good.
so iconic.
Even though they are incredibly stupid in that movie, but no, they were doing all for like what was it like $2,500?
No, it was for more than that. Remember,
Was it?
it was for
Because
more than
like
that. But at the end, they messed up.
right. Oh no. But I'm saying like the jobs they was doing was only like 2,500, and they was like 50,000, 20,000, something
It
maybe.
was something crazy.
That
But
was
think about
nothing.
it. That's 90s. Like, yeah.
Right. But is that worth it? You know what I mean?
But that's the 90s. Like when,
Let's get into
like
set off when we get there.
yes. So
Okay.
when we get there, we'll
Yeah.
talk about it. All
So
right.
okay. So here we go. This is our master list of
Yes.
what we need to rank. Go ahead
Okay.
and run them off, Nikki.
Okay. So we have Ray. What's love got to do with it? Life. Head of state. House Party, Nutty Professor, Friday, Black Panther, Dreamgirls, and Set It Off. Because,
Okay.
again, our
So
separate lists probably have some fire bangers on
yeah.
there. Let me just
So
tell
this is what I have to say.
you.
And this is actually a bit this is probably gonna be controversial.
Uh-oh.
I would like to start at number 10.
Okay.
To suggest a movie for number 10.
Okay.
And this will be Black Panther.
Oh,
Not
jeez.
because I don't think the movie is not great or anything. I want to put that at number 10 because I think the other movies I think Black Panther does a really good job at not making it about a specific kind of black person. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's very much a movie made for the masses. Um which I don't think like some of these other movies are. I think they're very much rooted in a lot of black culture.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that Black Panther not, by the way. So don't you can put your pitchforks down. But overall, I just think that that movie in general, and based on the other movies we have, should rank a little lower on the list. And also, I think we had this is where it becoming difficult because we have some comedies,
mm-hmm.
we have some very very
Mm-hmm.
dramas, and Black Panther is our only superhero movie on this list. You
But
know
I
what I mean?
think when we think about the impact to the culture, he deserves to be at least number 5. He really does. I would put Black Panther above Set It Off.
Yeah. See, unfortunately, I don't know because
Just the real life impact.
right, but that's I think the real life impact lasted up until the second movie came out. Which once again, I know that's a crazy thing to say. But hear me out.
Definitely higher than 10.
Right, but this thing, people ain't walking around giving Wakanda salutes no more. You know what I mean?
He also passed away. But
Right, but I'm saying, was it Chadwick or was
it was
it the movie
Chadwick.
Black Panther that had the impact?
It was
Which
Chadwick's embodiment of when he was alive. So I think even going in, spoiler, the second movie, it's like you cry because literally the open scene is his funeral. You're just like crying buckets. At the end of the movie, you're crying buckets. Like,
right, okay, but look, I can't say that Black Panther is better or had a more culturally higher impact than like House Party
but
because
it definitely deserves to be higher than 10. That's why I said 5.
yeah,
In the middle.
I definitely don't think it's in the middle. Like I don't think it's nowhere close to 5.
6.
I don't think it should be that either. Once again, I think it should be at 10, just because I don't like I don't those other movies that we listed I would put above it.
Well, if we put it in at number 10, what's love got to do with it? It has to be number 1.
Definitely not.
Yes.
Definitely not.
Yes.
Nope.
Not what's
Nope.
love got to do with it and Ray? They can battle it out,
No,
but
honestly, I don't think either one of them should be number one. And the reason why I don't think that should be number one, this is a very specific case, right? I don't know if these biopics or biopics or however you want to say it,
biopic.
they technically is biopics because it should
Yeah.
be biography
Mhm.
pictures, but a lot of people call them biopics. I don't care. I don't think that should rank as high because of they're playing with people's lives. You know what I mean?
But
Kind of
both
crazy.
Ray
This thing,
and
once
Tina
again,
Turner were involved
right. But this thing,
one-on-one with the
I'm not
people playing
saying
them.
I'm not saying none of the stuff is bad or that like one is just overall better than the other one. I just don't think either one of those should be number one, right? I guess let's take a step back and let's look at what are we ranking exactly? Are we ranking the movie that had the most cultural impact or the overall best quality wise black movie we have listed so far? Because if we're arguing cultural impact, I would probably say
House Party.
yeah, I would probably say House Party.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
House Party.
this if we're arguing cultural impact, then that probably would be Black Panther. Even though the only pushback against Black Panther's cultural impact that I feel House Parties has lasted since it came out up until now, like that, like the dance that they created still lives within pop culture, right? Like it's if when people say do the kid and play dance, you know what that is. But also have to give mad credit to Black Panther. Okay, look.
Mhm. How do we want to rank?
Personally, my number one movie, and let's go ahead and run down the list one more time.
Okay, so
One more time.
let's
One more
go
time.
through the list one more time. We're gonna figure out how to rank these. This is a special list.
But
It's
but
a
but
lot
look
of
look
ways you
look.
can
look.
go with
Yeah, but
this.
look. All feelings, no facts.
Okay.
Rank them how you want to rank them.
Okay. Right. Ray. What's love got to do with it? Life. Head of state. House party. Nutty Professor. Friday. Black Panther. Dreamgirls and Set It Off.
Oh man.
Let's go with best as in like watching it. It was the best.
Best quality.
Best quality. Best like story.
Yeah, best story.
Let's do that.
The most enjoyable movie.
The most enjoyable. One that you could
Rewatch all the time.
rewatch it all the time. Let's do it like that.
Okay, if we're gonna do that, my number one has to be House Party.
Yeah, probably House Party. And I think number 2, we can put Head of State. Just because Nate Dogg just being in the background.
Right, but see this thing.
Narrating the story.
Head of State is actually not one I can constantly rewatch.
I can constantly rewatch Head of State just for it. Got nowhere to go.
See, look, I think besides Head of State, the only other movie I think I can like constantly rewatch. Sorry, have to use Face ID on my phone because it just didn't recognize me at all. Probably be Friday.
I mean, if we put Friday at number 2, definitely have to put Head of State.
Cause look,
or Nutty Professor.
Cause this is why I'm thinking about Friday. Friday is literally Friday After Next is literally a Christmas movie to me. So
It
like that's
is.
a every year movie.
That's for anybody out there that says it's not a Christmas movie, because I've seen arguments about it not being a
I
Christmas
mean,
movie. It's
it's
definitely
a
a
Christmas
Christmas
movie,
movie.
right? So to me, like Friday After Next is a yearly tradition for me. So like I can't say that's not rewatchable.
Okay,
Watched that movie since it came out.
so if we put
Oh,
Friday
okay,
at
wait.
number two,
So
I
House,
want Head of State at number three. House Party's number one. I want Head of State at number three if we're putting Friday at number two, because Head of State is definitely one to rewatch.
see what's interesting is it seems like we're ranking the comedy movies a little bit higher. But go ahead. Yeah,
We
I do.
watching based off of
Yeah.
the rewatch. So
Okay,
okay, so we're putting Friday at number two, and then we're putting Head of State at number three.
and
Just so
then
y'all know.
for me, also I would keep Black Panther at 10 for most rewatchable as well because like when's the last time you actually rewatched Black Panther?
No, I don't really go back and rewatch
Yeah,
Marvels.
but this thing the main
Because honestly, with Marvel movies though, once you watch them, you're watching them to see what is gonna happen
yeah,
next
like
in the
what happened next.
universe.
Yeah, like
So
for me personally, the reason why I don't really go back and watch the movie because the end of it really falls apart for me.
I
Like
just don't watch it because he's gone, and it's like really sad.
yeah,
Like I would probably not go back and watch Black Panther 2 just because the opening and the end is just so
nah,
heart
nah.
shattering. The just it's so
Yeah,
sad.
I went back and rewatched it. But overall, like the reason why I don't watch the first Black Panther is just because the end isn't as great as I remember it being when it first came out. So I
And then
get bored with the end.
see,
But
usually though with Marvel movies, if
no,
you're watching them to remember what
yeah,
happened before you go watch the
yeah,
new
like what did
one.
this movie set up?
Yes.
But number nine actually, and this is a movie I put on the
So we're
list.
jumping from four back down to nine.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Look, once again, I'm just jumping
Okay,
all
we're jumping
over
all over, y'all.
because the reason why I'm going to number nine because this is a movie I put on the list that
Okay.
I think should be number nine. Not because it's not good, not because it's not great, but more so because I don't think it is above anything else listed, and
Mhm.
that's Dreamgirls.
Oh no, man. Come on
Because
now.
not look because the,
Come
the
on
the
now.
reason being is I also know like musicals not a lot of people tea. Well, I guess this case this won't technically be a musical
This
because
one's a
it's not
musical. It is a musical. It's an actual Broadway musical that was made into a movie.
right. But I thought musicals the whole thing it has to be sung.
Technically, it is. They just added scenes in. Like
Right,
most of it's music,
right, but then the whole if I thought the whole thing would need to be sung from beginning to end for it to be a musical,
but it was a Broadway
or
musical that
maybe
was
that's something
adapted.
else.
I mean, so then is The Wiz a musical?
I wouldn't count it as a musical.
I count it as a musical. It's a Broadway adapted film.
I think on Broadway it's a musical because they sing the whole show, right?
Yes.
Right. Like I think you have to sing every line for it to be a musical. And this thing, if I'm wrong on this, please let me know in the
I
comments.
want to see Hamilton
But
adapted.
but
Side
like
note.
I mean, it technically has been.
That would be good. Into a movie musical. That would be good. Just a sidebar. Okay.
Ah, yeah,
So,
man, we could have did Hamilton.
yeah.
Okay.
My thing though, I want Life to be at least like number 8,
Yeah. See.
because it's not
Right, but
it's a good movie, but it's so like
yeah,
you have to be
like
in a certain state of mind.
yes, see, this thing, life isn't that for me because a lot of it also has a lot of comedy in it. I think it just gets super sad toward the end.
It's
So
just I
this thing,
can't.
I would argue, what's left? What do we have left?
So you were trying to put Dreamgirls at number 9. It definitely deserves at least like number 7, number 6. I would put Life down there. Um,
Nah,
so we have Ray. What's Love Got to Do with It? Life. We have Nutty Professor. We have Black Panther. Well, no, I'm sorry, Black Panther Thunder. You said Dreamgirls and then Set It Off. So do you want like
so this thing, I think Set It Off should be top five.
definitely like if we can put Set Off at number 4, that'd be great.
Okay, yeah, I do. Wait, what's our top three so far?
We have House Party Friday and Head of State.
I think number four should probably be Ray.
If Ray's number
See,
4, then
see, this is a difficult thing, right? As far as what movie I would like to rewatch, it definitely ain't Ray.
it is Ray for
It's
me. Like
100% like
I could definitely watch Ray if it's coming on
this.
like BET.
I don't
Like
know.
I'll sit there. And you know one thing we forgot?
I don't want to watch people's downfall. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Biopics. We forgot The Temptations.
Nah. I mean, see, hey,
That's one.
maybe it can be another list.
Yeah.
Top 10 black biopics
Yes.
or
Because there's a
biopics
lot out
or
there.
whatever. Yeah, that could be something in the
'Cause,
future.
man.
Go ahead and let us know down in the comments or whatever you listening
Yes.
to this at. Let us know if that's something you'd be
Yes.
interested in seeing. Top 10
Definitely.
black biopics. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think Ray needs to be also up there, right? And along with what's love got to do with it.
So what
But
if we
this
did
right here is where it become difficult.
Set It Off 4, Ray 5, What's Love Got to Do with It 6?
But okay, but
Set It Off 4, Ray 5, What's Love Got to Do with It 6?
and then what's left? Well, we have two more movies left after that.
Hold on. So we have Set It Off, and then we have Ray, and then we have What's Love Got to Do with It, and then we have Nutty Professor, and then we have let's see, Set It Off. Nope, we got that one. Okay, we have Nutty Professor, we have Life, and then
So is Study Professional Life the only two movies we have left?
we have 3 openings. So we have
Well, we
Ray.
shouldn't, because it should be right now. It should be House Party. Uh, Friday.
Yes.
Friday's too, right?
Yes, Friday's there.
Right. So it should be House Party, Friday. Head of
Oh, and
State.
then it's Dreamgirls.
Junior's supposed to be 9.
No, we were talking about Dreamgirls. So do you want to keep? Because I
Okay, so the three we missing
definitely
is
can.
Nutty Professor
Yes, Dreamgirls
in
and Life.
in Life.
And I honestly would watch
Yeah,
Dreamgirls
I'll probably put Dreamgirls
over
over.
Life.
I'll put Dreamgirls over Nutty Professor, and then
I would watch
the
Dreamgirls
Nutty
more than
Professor,
Life,
then
though.
Life. But this thing, I wouldn't watch the Nutty Professor just randomly because I like some of the comedy. I don't know if it holds up.
I mean, that's true. But if it's on like BET or something and you like scrolling through the channel, I definitely will stop. Like it did come on BET a couple of weeks ago, and I did actually sit and watch it because I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, I ain't
Now,
seen this in a minute.
now, if another thing, if I have to be completely honest, I actually think Life is probably a top 3 best overall movie in quality wise. I think that movie quality and story and everything is top 3. Is top 3, but it's not something I necessarily would like to. It's not something I would watch anytime it's on. Even though, depending on how you look at it, it technically has a happy ending,
Yeah,
depending on how you look at it.
kind of like
But
open ended,
yeah,
like your take.
but I would do Dreamgirls, Nutty Professor, Life.
Okay, so I agree because
But
Dreamgirls definitely deserved to be
yeah, but this thing,
over Life.
personally, I don't think Life should be number 9, which is what it would be, right?
Yes,
I don't think Life should be number 9 because that just feels super low to me. But I think it's some heavy hitters on the list, so it's hard to get
it
above some of those
is.
other things.
It is. And like I said, when you guys see our separate list, it's a lot
Yeah,
of stuff that did not even make it on the master list that,
yeah.
you know.
Okay, okay. Look. How about we do this? Make it a little cheeky, real quick. Is there one movie from your original list that you wish could be on the list?
Yes.
I look. You tell me yours. I'll tell you mine.
Original top tier comedy here, 1988. I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Hmm.
Keenan Ivory Wayans set the stage with that movie because right after that movie came out, we got In Living Color. And after In Living Color, we got Scary Movie. And he has been writing ever since. So
Mine, another surprise, maybe Moonlight. Just
that was
because
good. That's a
Moonlight
good
was
movie.
a really, really good movie,
Mm-hmm.
but that's also a movie that I've only seen once,
It's
and I
you
don't think
can't
I would
rewatch.
watch it again.
I'm gonna get you, sucker,
Um,
though. Whew. Every time it hit, every
yeah,
time.
this could have been a bunch of stuff. We can make a part 2 to this where we
Yes.
don't include the movies we included and still can build another top 10 list because
Mm-hmm.
that includes Shaft, both the original and the remake
The
and the
harder they
remake.
fall.
Yeah. Oh, the harder they fall, really good. Yeah, that's
Hey,
really good.
spoilers. Rest in peace to him though. Trying to set up that gun took too long.
Yeah.
All right, so
Get Out. That could have been
I
one.
had it on mine.
Yeah. I look.
Oh yeah.
We probably do a part 2 to this list.
You
Okay.
never know.
But yeah, but
Drop
this.
in the comments. Do
Yeah,
you want
yeah,
us to do a part two?
yeah.
We had a lot of
Yeah.
movies.
Should we do a part 2, or should we draft? Okay.
Mm,
Now this right here, this would be a one-off episode, maybe Patreon or something,
mm-hmm.
where all we would do list out all the black movies, what we consider black movies,
Yes.
and we each get to pick our draft picks,
Mm-hmm.
top 10 draft picks. We can do it as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
just to recap
Give us the breakdown, Nikki.
again, this is not everything. We could get on the main list together that we have
Yeah.
composed. However, if you want to see the list that we have separately, make sure you check out all
This
of our
yep. The
handles.
social medias
Whew,
at
all
Door
right.
Decisions. Now, once again, everybody, put your pitchforks down.
Yes.
Okay?
Oh,
We love all of these movies.
we do.
We love them all. Okay? But this is the official
Yes.
top 10
Yes.
black movies.
And again, it's based on the rewatch. And
Yeah.
so,
Hey, look, this is just how I feel it.
mhm,
If you disagree, you got movies higher,
yeah.
then let us know.
Yes. So I'm going to go from 10 to 1. So number 10, Black Panther. Number 9, Life. Number 8, Nutty Professor. Number 7, Dreamgirls. Number 6, What's Love Got to Do with It? Number 5, Ray. Number 4, Set It Off. Number 3, Head of State. Number 2, Friday. And number 1, House Party.
And if you surprised House Party made it that far, then that's because you're young.
Ooh.
Okay. See, look,
Yes.
see this thing. House Party, I think, stands out to me because that's just an overall feel good movie. You know
It
what I mean?
is.
Like you just watch.
Robin Harris
See,
made that
yeah, look,
movie,
hey,
man.
I know some of the stuff is not appropriate for today.
Mm-mm.
Okay, it's an old movie. I know. Okay, yeah,
1990.
shit was different back then. Now, I don't know what to tell you. Shit was wild. Right? That's some wild boys back then.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, it ain't about the movie appropriate still or not. It's a good time. Okay.
Oh my goodness. And with that, like I said, make sure you follow us on all of our social media
Yep, that's
handles.
at Door Decisions everywhere. And once again, if you agree with our list, disagree with our list, have an
Yes.
idea or a critique of what we could do better, what we should do better,
Argue in the
hit us
comments.
up on all of those social medias and let us know.
Yes.
Argue in the comments amongst yourself in the Twitter feeds
Mm-hmm.
or whatever.
All right. Bye, guys.
Peace.